Recording. Okay, welcome to tonight's team call. We're going to go over a little bit of announcements, and we're going to talk some more about the Summer Talkers invite training that we started going through last week. We're going to watch 2 more videos tonight. The videos are a little bit longer than the ones last week, but our call, we'll still keep it to a less than a 30-minute call. Congratulations to Molly, who earned her first month of Success Starters. So just a reminder, when you sign up to coach, if you hit Success Club your first 3 months, then you earn a free ticket for Summit next year. And they haven't announced where it's going to be yet, but a week from today, actually, a week from now, I'll probably just be getting to Nashville to get ready for Summit to start. So I'm really excited, and I'm super excited for, not that I'm wishing the time away, but for next year when you guys are all there with me. I'm really that's one of my goals for the year, is I want to bring a lot of our team to Nashville, or to Summit next year, wherever it might be. They'll announce where it's going to be this year at Summit. So I'll be keeping you guys updated. I'll probably be annoying you with all my posts in the team page, like showing pictures of what's going on and announcements that they're coming out with. Size will be coming out. Fixate, the cookbook, will be coming out. So it's going to be really exciting. And they have like a shop with all sorts of different clothes and stuff. Like, I know there's a new 21-day fix line coming out. So I'll be keeping you guys updated. Super exciting, and can't wait to hear what else this company has up their sleeve for the year. I also wanted to congratulate Molly for hitting Success Club last month. So she earned a call with Bo Eason. That was one of the Success Club incentives. And so we were just on that before, and he was basically just telling his story, and it was pretty inspiring. So, Beachbody's always trying to think of ways to keep coaches engaged and motivated. And so definitely, if you guys shoot to earn this kind of stuff, and it's kind of gonna light your fire each month, keep you motivated, just like the National Wake Up Call does each week. I also want to congratulate Lydia, who's off to a great start this month. Her and one of her new coaches, Sarah, who has been a coach for maybe a week, and she's already sold like 5 challenge packs. This girl's blowing it out of the water. She's going to be crazy. And they also are the ones with, as far as what's updated in my back office so far, Lydia is off to 2 Success Club points already. Lauren Benishek, one of her coaches, has 1 Success Club point, and Sarah is at 6. She's already hit SC5, and I have a feeling that hasn't updated all the way yet. So it's an exciting month for Lydia and her team so far, and I know, at least for me, I'm going to be real with you guys, I'm off to a slow start this month. We had a couple different things happen in our personal life, as far as our air conditioning broke, we're having car trouble, all this stuff. So here I made a commitment to stick with the 21-day Fix the Countdown to Competition plan up until Summit. And the past 4 days I've totally been thrown off. I haven't been on my game as far as inviting, and I've been trying to still keep you guys in the loop in our team page. But I've been off track, and that happens sometimes, and it can be really discouraging and difficult to get back on track. So I just wanted to share with you guys what I do. When that happened today, I picked up my personal development book and did some extra personal development, and kind of realigned everything, rethought about my why and my priorities to get me back on track. Pulled out my computer before the team call and just started following up and looking at new contacts that I wanted to reach out to, and going back into our sneak peek into coaching event and making sure that I had followed up with all my prospects in there. So it's just a decision to get back on track, and it can seem overwhelming and complicated and whatever, but I confided in some of my coaches. Some of you guys are such a great support system, and just told them what's up. I'm off track, really dug in today, and I'm trying to get back on the wagon. Okay. So don't think, if that happens to you, don't think that you're the only one who goes through these spurts and lulls and whatever. It's part of coaching, and it's part of life in general. And so we're lucky to have such a great and positive support system in this team to help us get back on track, okay? You guys know the sales for this month, same as last month. We got 21 Day Fix Challenge Pack, Extreme Challenge Pack for $140, and then both of the Kickstart Challenge Packs for $180. Kickstart Challenge Pack just means that there's a 3-day refresh in there too. So they're great deals, and keep spreading the word, keep posting, and if you guys ever are stuck on what to post or how to share or how to say something and not sound salesy, feel free to shoot me a message, okay? We can always help each other out. All right, so we're gonna go on today to the next 2 videos in the invite training. And if you've got pen and paper with you, go ahead and jot down some notes. This call is being recorded, so if you wanna watch again later, that works too. And if you have any of your coaches who are not on the call, go ahead and let them know there's a recording. Okay, so what I wanna do is share my screen. All right, so we're gonna watch day 2 is consistency equals trust, right? So we talk about, I know I say time and time again, consistency is one of the biggest things in this business, okay? People are skeptical about coaching and what you're doing and how you're making money and how this whole thing works and how you have the tools to help them. And is this some sort of quick fix? No. So if you're continuing to show, to share, to be consistent, to share your successes, I wanted to comment, like, here, Molly earned that call tonight with that football player, and she went ahead and she screenshot the email from Beachbody that says, congratulations, you hit Success Club, you earned this call. And she shared that with everyone on her Facebook. So they know, like, oh, cool, that's a cool perk of coaching, or wow, she's succeeding at what she's doing, okay? So when stuff like that happens, if, you know, your upline coach sends you a card in the mail, or if you get gifts for rank advancing to Emerald, or if you hit Success Club and get an incentive, if Beachbody sends you a tote bag in the mail for hitting Success Club in July, if I got an invitation for the Success Club party at Summit. So those are things you want to share with people so they can see other perks of coaching, okay? So don't forget about doing that. They're also going to see, hey, this coaching thing is working out for them, and they're dedicated. I'm going to start to trust them more because I can see they're still keeping up with that whole coaching thing. Maybe I do want to reach out and have them help me with my fitness goals. So let's take a look at this video as she talks a little bit more about consistency.
Hey guys, good morning. Today we are going to talk about consistency. So I know we have our list, we've talked about fear, and now we got to take those 2 things and talk about being consistent with them. So the one thing I really want you to write down and get into your head, and I have sticky notes all over my workspace and my computer of things that stick out to me, and this is one of them, is consistency equals trust. Okay, guys, consistency equals trust. When we dive in and we start inviting people to our challenges, to the coaching opportunity, to a free 5-day, a 10-day, a 60-day, whatever we're inviting to, the most common response is going to be no, or no response, or just not right now. All those no's mean not right now. So I don't want you to think that they're not going to turn into yeses, and because they will if you are consistent. That's the only way they're going to turn into yeses. So what I mean by consistency is a few things. So let's talk about that. You have to be consistent in your invite. And we're going to go more into what your inviting style is in a couple days. But, you know, some people invite 2 a day. Some people sit down and invite 10 a week. And some people, like myself, sit down the first of each month and knock out 30 to 60 invites, and they're done. But the fact is that I do that consistently. I don't just do that for March and not do it for April and May because I invited all these people and they said no, or they have to think about it. No, I do it for March, and I do it for April, and I do it for May, and I do it for June, and I do it for July, and I don't stop. I keep doing it over and over and over and over again, mostly with the same people on our list. It's not all new 100 names every month. It's not all new 30 names every month. I'm just consistent with my follow-up. So I'm consistent in my inviting. I'm consistent in my follow-up. I'm consistent in my style of inviting. So I don't switch it up. I don't say, okay, this month I'm going to invite 60 at the beginning of the month, and then next month I think I'll go to 10 every month, 10 every week, or 2 every day. I do think it's important to find the style that works for you, but when you do, I think it's very important to be consistent with that style so that you see the build-up, you feel the funnel we'll talk about, you start pumping the well, and you start seeing the water flow, all because of the consistency. The other important thing with consistency equaling trust is people are watching you. So what that means is they've seen you maybe do something in the past. Maybe you sold handbags, or maybe you sold candles, or maybe you sold jewelry and you quit that. So maybe you're going to quit this too. Maybe you're on your journey and they want to see you share that. It does not need to mean that you need to be this skinny, mini, perfect little fitness model to be a successful coach. I'm a perfect example of that. I'm always on my journey. 2 years later, I'm still working on me, and I'm never going to stop working on me. It is a lifelong journey, and I share that with people. But since I've done it for 2 years, I've earned that trust. They know that I'm not going anywhere. They know that I'm not going to quit. They know that I have bad days, and they know that I struggle because I share that, but they know that I'm not going anywhere. So starting off with these invites, have you been consistent sharing on Facebook? Have you been consistent in sharing your struggles and sharing where you are, what programs you're doing, your meal planning, things like that? If you're not consistently sharing, then they don't really know. They don't really trust. And that's one of the common objections is when people do say no, it's really just it's a lack of trust. It's a lack of not knowing and trust in the product, trust in you, knowing that you're going to be there or that it's really going to work for them. So all that comes out in consistency, the consistency of sharing on social media, your journey, the consistency of following up on the invites. And this will be hard. I'm glad that we talked about fear yesterday, because you're going to invite people this month that are going to say no. And I'm going to not ask you, but tell you that you're going to have to invite them again next month. And that's not icky. It's not salesy. It's not pushy. What it is it's consistent. You are there for them. You have their name on a list. You're going to continue to check on them. You're going to continue to help them on their journey. And that shows people that they can trust you. That shows people that you're not going anywhere. That is what people actually need. They need someone kind of in their face reminding them to do things. So if you're doing that from an inviting standpoint, they can only imagine what you're going to do for them when they do invest in themselves and you do become their coach. You're going to be there for them. You're going to remind them. You're going to check in on them. You're going to be there to help. So don't think of it as, well, they already said, no, I'm not going to invite them again. You have to be consistent in re-inviting these people over and over again. So I think that's the main crust of today, but write that down. Consistency equals trust. If you have any questions on that, feel free to ask. And I always tell my team at the end of team calls, give me a year. Be here in a year. Comment below this and prove that you are going to be consistent for a year. Comment and tell your upline. Comment and tell us and say, I will be here a year from now doing this. Yes. Are you going to have bad weeks? Absolutely. Are you going to have bad months? Absolutely. That's part of life. It doesn't matter if you do this or you do something else. If you do something you're passionate about and you love, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be hills and valleys. But if you are consistent through it, your line of success is going to go up. It's going to be all squiggly swaggly going up, but your line of success is going to go up if you are consistent and stick with trainings like this and come to us with questions. So comment below that you're going to be consistent. You're going to give us a year, and we're excited to keep the training going. All right. Have a good day, everyone.
All right, guys. So she talked about,
hey guys, good morning. Today we are going.
She talked about consistency, not only through sharing your journey and building your social media following, but also consistency in your invite. So everything she said was exactly right. And if you've been inviting, you've probably been there. So not everyone, most people aren't going to say yes on the first time. And yeah, you're going to have to either follow up, or you're going to have to invite them again and kind of start from scratch the next month. Remind them like, hey, didn't forget about you. Like, what do you think? I know it's hard sometimes to figure out a way to re-invite or to follow up without being annoying. And I think that is a fear that especially new coaches, you're going to have it. I mean, I felt that way. But as you, again, like I said before, as you grow more confident in yourself, in what you have to offer, in the support that you can offer them as a coach, it does become a little bit easier. And one way that I know I've told some of you this in personal messages before, that I kind of work in the follow-up is use whatever upcoming challenge group, or if you are inviting to be a coach, whatever new coach training coming up, use that as like, hey, we're kicking off our next coach training on Monday. I didn't want you to think I forgot about you. I just wanted to check in and see, you want me to get you plugged into it? We can get you set up and you'll be good to go for Monday, or if it's not a good time, just let me know. No big deal. So always use any upcoming events kind of as your, just wanted to let you know this is starting. Did you want to get in on it? Because I can definitely save you a spot if you do. It's just a way that sometimes I'll word things. Okay, so the next video for tonight that we're going to check in on real quick is finding your invite style. So she kind of started to go into this in the last one. So let's dig deeper and see what she means by finding your invite style, okay? Right. Here we go.
Howdy. Hey, everyone. Kimberly here, and we are going to talk today about defining your invite style. So several of you have probably seen a video that I've done on my invitation style. And so that's probably what I'm going to focus on because it works for me and it works for a lot of coaches that I've shared it with. So that does not mean it has to be your system. The importance of this video and today is finding out what your system is, committing to it, and doing it consistently. So the way that I invite is not every day. What I do is I make a list, and so here's my list, and we can share this as well. Invite, go for no. There's another one that I think says invite like a boss. Basically, it's just a name, notes, and yes or no. Might turn into more notes. As you can see, I have more names over there. I'm not the most organized person in the world, but this is what works for me. Maybe you're going to do it on the computer. Maybe you're going to write it in a list. Do what works for you. So my list consists of a minimum of 30 names. There are some months where my list gets up to 60 names. Now, I know you've already made a list of at least 100 names, so we're not going to have a problem inviting at least the top 30 of those. The way that I will do it is I'll have my list ready for the beginning of the month. So say April 1st is coming, and I'm going to be ready to invite on April 1st, April 2nd, depending on the day of the week or what's going on. But pretty close to the beginning of the month, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to invite every single person on that list. This is not going to take a long time. The time that it takes to send an invite and copy and paste and personalize it and send it again 30 times should not take you 30 minutes. It won't take you that long. I don't want you to get caught up responding to people right away or getting in conversations or messages. I just want you to get the invites done. If you feel like feels a little overwhelming, maybe start off doing 10 a week, 10 every Monday. That would actually get you about 40 every month. If even that is too much and you just want to take it a day at a time, many of you probably have heard about the dynamic duo, and that would be doing 2 a day, maybe taking weekends off, so you're still getting in about 10 a week. This works for me and for a lot of people because, one, it's done. It's done in 1 or 2 days. It's over with. You get on a roll. You're not getting rejection back or non-responses back or over, just feeling discouraged ever because it's done. You have completed your 30 invites, your 40 invites, your 15 invites. The more you invite, the more yeses you're going to get. So how many yeses do you want to get? Because you're going to have to add more people to your list. So the invite that you're sending is very, very simple. And we can go over some examples, and I'm sure we'll post some in this group. But it is as simple as Hey Summer, I just wanted to touch base and let you know that I have a challenge group starting in a couple weeks, and I'd love to give you some more information or see if it's something you've ever considered doing with me. Talk to you soon. XO Kimberly. That's it. That's all I say. Something as simple as that. And if it's out of the blue, then let's say, hey, Summer, I know this is totally out of the blue, but I'm starting a new fitness and nutritional group, and I totally thought of you and thought this might be something that you enjoy doing along with me. Do you want to hear more about it, or would you consider joining us? Done. That's it. Guys, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to start a conversation. I'm trying to not give them all the information. I actually want them to write back and say, well, what is a challenge group? Or, well, what does this entail? Or, yeah, I've seen you write about this, but how much does it cost? Or, well, yeah, do I have to drink these shakes you write about? Or, like whatever they want to ask, that's what I want. I want them to ask questions. I don't want to give it all to them. I want them to ask questions so that we can start a conversation and start to talk more about what their needs are, how I can fill them, and I want to make it about them. It's not about me, it's about them. When you make it about you, you're just not going to have nearly as much success as when you make it about them. But the focus is, what is your invite style? Is this going to work for you? Is checking off their names in one day, one shot, and you're done? That doesn't mean you're not going to connect and follow up and message people all month long, but it's done. You've invited them. You have all month to discuss it with them. Or, like I said, do you want to sit down every Monday or Wednesday or Friday, whatever day works for you, and invite 10 people? Or do you want to sit down every day and check off 2 people off your list? You have to start the month with a list, with names written down that you will check off the rest of the month. And then the next month comes, and anyone who did not say yes on your list, we are going to transfer them to the next month. It is not coming up with 30, 40, 50 new names every month. Most of these people will be transferred to the next month and given another invitation. It's not icky. People don't defriend me or, say stop contacting me, because I have focused on them. I have made the focus on them and what their needs are. I am finding out their objections so we can overcome their objections. And your upline is here to help with that. Like your groups, your teams, my coaches know that they can come to my page and ask those questions. So whoever you need to go to ask those questions as we move forward, you know that we're here for you. So today is really just committing to what your invite style is going to be and letting us know below, and doing it consistently. Something that is really important is that you don't pick up this system for April and don't do it in May. And then you come back to it in June, and then you don't do anything in July. And then you do like 15 in August, but not the full 30. That's not consistency. It's doing it over and over and over again, because the people that I'm inviting in March are probably not going to say yes till May, June, July. And that's okay, because I have to fill my funnel and I have to start pumping the well. You are probably newer coaches and you're just starting to pump the well. So it's going to take a little while. Pump, 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 and the water's coming. And then when you get a couple drops, you can't stop pumping. You got to keep going. You got to keep doing this invite style that you choose every single month, every single week. And the consistency equals trust. People want to see that you're not going anywhere. You're going to have a confidence talking to people that you're not going anywhere, and know that if they're not ready this month, it's okay, because it's not about me. It's about them. It's okay that they're not ready. I will be in touch next month and let them know when the upcoming challenge is, and we will find a good time, a good fit, overcome their objections, and make it work for them. So I hope that helps you guys out. I can certainly give you a video in more detail about my style and inviting in general that I can share, but I just wanted to do a quick 10-minute thing and get you to commit to a style of what you're going to do and start doing it. All right, have a good day.
Okay. So, That one about what's your invite style. The first time I watched that video, it kind of opened my eyes. I guess here I've been coaching for almost a year and a half. And when I started coaching, I would follow the business activity tracker. And that lists out, it's like your to-do list for every day. And if you haven't looked at it, you got to look at it and you got to try it out and see if it will work for you. I followed that, and it said invite 3 people a day. So that was kind of my goal. That's what I was shooting for. Would I do it every day in the beginning? No, I was as consistent as I could be, and whatever. That's what I would do. And then as things progressed, I realized I would send out like 10 invites one day, none the next 2 days, a couple the next day. You know, I didn't really have any rhyme or reason to my inviting. And that's when I would notice, you know, one month I'd be at like SC15, no problem. And then the next month I'd be like at SC2 and I'm like struggling to hit Success Club. And I couldn't really figure out why. So that goes along again with your consistency, which we talked about already. But there's different ways to do it. And this video kind of opened up my eyes. I never thought about making a mass list and reaching out, putting in, you know, an hour's worth of time on the first of the month and going through and inviting, just like she said, just that simple message. Hey, just wanted to know I'm starting a new challenge group. Just wanted to touch base and see if it's anything you'd ever considered. I'd love to give you more information if it's something you might be interested in. Just a quick message like that. I mean, you guys let your own personality shine through. People are gonna, they know you, your Facebook friends know you, so they know kind of your language and how you talk. So let your own personality shine through. And I never thought about doing it that way. And so that's something that I'm shooting to try this month. We're already a week in, but I've got my list that I made from last week. And I just need to find the time to sit down, hopefully this weekend, and go through my list and start inviting, because it is true. It's so funny how, you know, you send out, say, 10 invites at a time, and all of a sudden, the first couple of days, your inbox is like on fire. People are messaging you back, they're asking questions, and then it's kind of silence for a little while. So if I've got everyone on the same track where I invite them on one day, I answer some questions. If the conversation dies a little bit, I'll know, well, I started that conversation on Monday. End of the week, I can try to, you know, bring it back up, get the conversation going again. And again, some people aren't going to respond at all, and that's fine. And you can, like she said, transfer them onto your list for next month and reach out and re-invite, like she said, is going to happen. Oh, my internet connection is unstable. This is wild. Anyways, we're almost done. I just wanted to kind of open your eyes to, there are different invite styles, different ways to do it. So if you are a routine kind of girl and you want to wake up and have your coffee and invite, you know, 5 people in the morning and do that every morning, that's totally cool. If you want to kind of do this mass list at the beginning of the month, invite them, and then you have all month to kind of talk to them about what the challenge is and explain things and overcome any fears or objections they might have. That's cool too. And she talked about consistency. Like, if you're going to do it this way, you're going to want to do it this way each month. I believe, especially for our new coaches, try out a couple different ways before you decide what is working for you. And you can go by your numbers. If you feel something is working really well, you're probably going to have higher Success Club numbers either that month or the following month when the yeses do come along. So let me know. Do you guys have any questions about what we kind of went over tonight, consistency and finding your invite style? You know, she did a pretty good job of explaining everything, so that's why I wanted to share that one. No. I'm going to make a video to tell you guys a little bit about Team Cup that's going to be coming up in August, and I'll be posting that in the team page within the next couple days, so stay tuned for that. And again, go ahead, start trying out that invite style, whichever one you want to try this month or this week, and let me know how it goes. If you guys have any questions, again, don't hesitate to message me, okay? All right, I'm going to go ahead and start.